Hi, if you just join me, welcome to the show. We're going to be talking about how to turbocharge your career in the 30 days of a challenge. That's going to be on WhatsApp, and I'll tell you all about it right now. There we go. We had a little bit of a false start. As you bear with me, I'm now going to do exactly what I need to do, which is to share the fact we're going live with our group. Are you wondering who the group is? Dave, who are these people you're talking about? They're a group that you should be joining any moment now. They're in LinkedIn anyway, because you're watching on LinkedIn, but also in WhatsApp. And you're saying, well, why does that matter? All will be explained. Now, you probably worked out I'm Dave Crane. I'm around a little while, but if you've not heard of me, that's fine. It doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter who I am and what I do. It's what I can do for you. Now, my brand is Speak on Stage, website is speakonstage.com, and my podcast is Speak on Stage. Now, welcome to this session, because I want to share with you as much as I possibly can in the time that we have. In the next 20 minutes or so, I want to share with you exactly why you need to join a WhatsApp program that I'm running for the next 30 days, starting tomorrow. So, here's the question. What does society value most? Now, this is a question that many people have asked over many, many years. I'm not really sure. I don't really know what to do about this. So that's why I'm going to share it with you right now. What society values more than anything, and according to a LinkedIn survey, your personal brand is really important, but I'll say more about society in a moment. This survey here is important because when we talk about personal branding, a survey on LinkedIn said that clients need to admire you is why people will start a personal brand, or how to monetize and sell. Great answers, but also how to overcome embarrassment and what if something goes wrong. These are the survey results. But here's the truth. So society, that's everybody, and it's not just everybody who we know and we're talking to. This is over thousands and thousands of years in all different nationalities, colors, creeds, countries, the same thing. Society values three main elements: your dominance in your chosen industry, your success as a human being, and also your virtue to stick to what it is that you do and be a disciple of your principles and your values. Are you with me so far? Feel free to add comments, by the way. I'll be checking for them as we go. Okay, so to do that as a normal person, I mean, let's just illustrate. If you've got dominance over your industry in football, that'd be a Lionel Messi or Cristiano Ronaldo, who are clearly among the best footballers that have ever been ever, and Pele, for instance. In success, you'd have people like Elon Musk or Mark Zuckerberg who've gone into their particular industry and become really financially successful. So you can see just from that how powerful they are at what they do. If you've got virtue, you've got somebody who sticks to their guns and believes in something so much that they've got a movement that follows them. Whether it's a tribe or it's an organization or it's a religion or it's some kind of gathering. So for virtue, you'd take the Pope, or you'd take Michelle Obama, or somebody who's at a really high level that people respect. So in order to get your own version of that, then if you're very good at what you do and you do dominate to a degree, then you've got to show warmth to allow people to want to approach you and work with you. You've got to show your expertise, which shows your expertise for success, but also it's illustrations that you know what you're talking about. And also, if you do get things wrong, it's important to be sincere. To say, okay, I goofed, but you know what? I'm still on track and you should still stick with me as we go along. That's what status is. So bearing that in mind, I see all the time people who don't know how to do this very well at all. That's why I've created the Turbocharge Your Career 30-Day Challenge. There we go. So what does that mean, Dave? It's a challenge on WhatsApp. So if you want to know exactly how to get onto that, then get your phone out now, your phone like this, okay? You hold it up like that, and you well, you can do it actually just by scanning the QR code if you've got QR code function, or just by taking a photo. Just hold it up, take a photo of that QR code, and it'll take you through to the WhatsApp group, and then you're invited automatically to join us, and I'll be vetting everybody, but we start in one day, so don't leave it too long. I'll bring back this QR code in a few moments' time. So, who am I? Good question. And when people say Dave Crane, who's he? I might have heard of him. I don't think so, though. That's not particularly important, as I'm going to share with you right now. It doesn't matter who knows you. It matters who wants to work with you. So, for instance, when we talk about social media and we talk about the amount of people that are obsessed with vanity metrics, look at me, I've got 1 million followers and everybody likes everything I do. Okay, do they know what you do? Well, no, I don't talk about my proper job. So you don't earn any money from talking about it. No, but they really like my posts. Right, okay. So I'm going to illustrate to you exactly what that means by sharing with you exactly who I am.
Ladies and gentlemen, I've hosted over 1,000 events, and there's nothing more exciting or nerve-wracking than getting to introduce one of the best in the business. He's an award-winning international motivational speaker and coach. He's worked with celebrities like James Brown and Bruce Willis.
And I'm Jack Canfield.
And I'm Brian Tracy.
And I'm John Gray.
I'm Jared Robin.
And I'm Perry Marshall.
Hi, and I'm George Regan.
To audiences of over 1 billion people. He's sharing how to become unstoppable in business. It's my honor to introduce to you Dave Crane.
So there you go, that's my intro, because that's who I am and what I do, just to show a little bit of credibility that I'm not just making it up. So I've been helping people to find themselves for over 30 years. I've been in Dubai for 30 years. Before that, in the UK, I worked for the BBC, and I also worked with lots of organizations, including here, as you can see, the Prince's Trust, and that's, but now King Charles, without so much grey hair, and even me then without much grey hair, just to show being out doing this for quite a long time. And there's a commendation that was sent to me from Prince Charles in the days for what I was doing to help young people who are looking for jobs, unemployed, ex-offenders, or long-term depressed, who wanted to be able to up their game and find themselves. So I've been doing it for quite some time. So also, just to show my credibility, there we are hosting Dubai, in Dubai, the IRB World Cup Sevens. And that was from the head of the Sevens, a worldwide organization, about the team I ran for 20 years, who are hosting all these events in the rugby sevens space, and various commendations from Emirates Airlines and so on for the work I've done. So I've been used to running organizations and leading people for a very long time. I worked with a lot of people in organizations for a very long time as well. You probably recognize most of the big names on this here. So the question that I'm going to ask for you is, what's your personal brand? What do people notice in you? What do people find about you that makes them want to work with you? If you're not sure about it, that's a big question that you really need to consider. Why? Because if people don't know who you are and they're not interacting with you, they just see you as invisible and they move on to the next person. Your brand is what others say about you when you leave the room. So you can talk as much as you want about me, I'm fantastic and whatever, but if you leave and everyone says, I can't stand that person, then your job is not being done properly. Now, the interesting thing is, they don't have to like you, but they have to respect you. Well, they don't even have to respect you. They have to trust you to deliver. That's the bottom line of making money. But I don't want to just dwell on that. I want to dwell if you're looking at getting a job, or you're already in a job, or you're a student who's looking to improve where you are in life by getting your first opportunity to work for a company. Or if you're a life coach and you're saying, well, I'm brilliant at what I do, why don't I get any clients? Or if you're a career driver who's moving up the food chain but not being noticed enough, and you wish you had a personal brand that made the CEO turn around and say, who is that person? I want to work with them. If you're just launching a product or a service or an IT app, and you want people to turn around and say, goodness me, let me take my money, let me invest in you, then this is all the kind of things that you'd want to know. Because if you've got a brand, people will then talk about you and want to work with you. So what does it look like? Well, there's 3 elements that I want to share with you. Because your personal brand is not just what you believe it is, it's how you see yourself and how others see you. And you have to get them to notice you, or you have to leave a trail of breadcrumbs around you that when people find you, they say, this is the person I want to play with. So the 30-day challenge is about creating you, the you that people want to see, the you that people want to work with, the you that gets you upgraded at every different level, because people say, that's amazing. How can we work more together? Now, if you're wanting to make any comments or any questions, feel free to do so. I will answer them. If not, I'll just continue with this anyway. In fact, if you want to say whereabouts in the world you are as well, then that's very cool. So as you create you, this Turbocharge Your Career 30-Day Challenge is designed to get you up to speed a lot faster, to position yourself as somebody in your niche that people take notice of. Once again, if you just join me, nice to see you. There's a QR code. If you're already in the group, it's wonderful to have you there. We've gone from, in about 2 days, we're about 130 people that have joined. I expect to be at about 200 by the time we go live. And we go live on the 1st of May. So that QR code is there for you to click on and, well, not click on, just take a photo of it or click on your phone or whatever device you've got, and you should be able to go straight to the group. And I'll be able to talk to you once I finish the broadcast. So, good question is this. Why am I doing this, Dave? Why are you spending this time going on and on about getting people for free to join this WhatsApp group? Well, it's very simple, because it matters. I think we're living in a world now where most people don't seem to care about stuff, and it really annoys me. I look at the amount of people telling everybody, go me, the amount of people who are ignoring the importance of connecting with other people around the world, of reaching down and helping other people not so fortunate, and learning stuff that you're not very good at, or even better, collaborating with people who are better at doing it than you, so you work together and you make more success and more money and help more people and contribute and connect. That's why I'm doing it. I hope this makes sense to you because it matters to me. I hope it matters to you as much as it does. And also, as I've discovered, maybe nobody else will offer to help. That's why I'm doing it, because I can help, because I know this stuff very well. I've done it for a long time. But you often see people who are very successful in money, very successful in their business, very connected, or maybe they've got stuff they're boasting about or telling you all about, and you're saying, well, can you help me do it? And they look at you and we go, no, do it yourself. Well, this is me saying, I will help you. Just join our WhatsApp group, and in 30 days' time, you'll be going, wow, it's all different now. Okay, so with that, let me share with you my own personal journey. And it's about being uninvited. And it'll make sense to you if you had the same kind of experience. This is me, about the age of maybe 13, 14. I grew up in Scotland, and then I moved to England. And in both places, I was the only black kid for a very, very long time. So that leads to a lot of challenges because, especially when you're a teenager, you're trying desperately to fit in with everybody. Now, every teenager I know is trying to fit in with everybody. That's the challenge of adolescence. But for me, there was nobody who looked like me, nobody who talked like me, nobody had the same aspirations. And here's the thing, and my mother always said this to me, if you are doing things and you're in a group of people and the things you're doing is wrong and the police come along, you will always be the one that people remember. So therefore, don't hang around with people. My mum meant it in the right way, but it also meant I felt very isolated. So to change all that, I had to learn to think differently. Instead, I decided to become unstoppable. And that's what I want to share with you. Why? Well, let me share with you what unstoppable means. My unstoppable stories, when I give a keynote speech on stage, talk about the things I've done, like for instance here, working with legends like James Brown, launching Planet Hollywood with Bruce Willis, Sylvester Stallone, Amitabh Bachchan, Wesley Snipes, Cindy Crawford, Tia Carrera, Patrick Swayze. Overcoming my own imposter syndrome, my fear that I'm not good enough to host Dubai Rugby Sevens for 20 years and keeping the same team for most of that time with me as well. And overcoming a personal tragedy of losing my father to still host the T20 Cricket World Cup straight after the pandemic. Being unstoppable means that you're also able to turn around and create a group of people that you work with. I've got a team of game changers, my own membership site that all around the world, they come and join me and I teach them how to speak and how to brand and how to think differently and how to emulate the success levels of the things that they're interested in. Many of them have big businesses, many want to run their own businesses, and many are just in a stage where they just want to up their game a little bit. Also, as I mentioned, running a team. That team that you can see here is a team that I've worked with for almost 20 years. And I've worked with on lots of other premium global events. Hypnotizing Bollywood royalty. You can see there, Hrithik Roshan, Simi Garewal. I'm a stage hypnotist as well, amongst the many things I've done. In fact, I'm going to be launching a show on the QE2 in about a month or so's time. And also, we had a radio station I was working with. I was just a presenter. We went for an experience where we were hostilely taken over. And I won't talk about it, but If you've ever been through a really difficult situation where your staff, half your team leave to start a rival organization to bury you and close your company down, but you still make sure that you're there for everybody else, you save a station and go into bigger heights, bringing in everybody with you. That's the importance of how I am and what I do. And that's what it matters to me. If it doesn't matter to you, that's fine. But along the way, I've worked with some very big hitters. Jack Canfield, Brian Tracy, there's Les Brown, Marshall Goldsmith. You can see some other people there. John Mattone, Gary Vee. There's the Padman. This guy created 1 million jobs by teaching villages in India and many other countries how to create sanitary towels without going to the shops to buy them. There's a long story there. The guy's incredible. Google Padman. Ty Lopez, Ray Madara, Vishen Lakhiani, Grant Cardone. These are people that I've followed, I've seen, I've worked with, I've promoted, I've got relationships with. So jump and grow wings is my philosophy. This is what drives me. Everything I do is based, even the group I'm doing now, going live now, jump and grow wings on the way down, because that means that you can do something to help other people. And my own product is the industry icon. This is what I wanted to do. Rather than just create celebrities or work with celebrities, get people who are very good at what they do to own their niche. Because when you've got that credibility, it means that people want to work with you over a long period of time. But it also means that they're not watching you to see if you're good looking or what you do next. They're just saying, this person's really credible, therefore I want to give them money and associate my brand with theirs. That's what I do. That's at the heart of what we're doing with the Turbocharge Your Career 30-day challenge. So what is it that's at the heart of that? Well, I teach you a number of different techniques. How to do live events, how to coach, how to mentor, how to, run membership groups, how to do joint ventures, affiliate sales, and also create products and services that people want. Tribes, podcasts, sponsorships, meetups, driving book sales, teaching people how to sell, all these things, mastermind groups. These are all things that I'll be sharing with the people in the group as we go. Also, if you're thinking, okay, I like it so far, but I'm not sure how it fits in with me, let me illustrate to you why it's so important that you do consider joining us here for the 30-day challenge. First of all, it's this. Boost your public speaking skills. I'll just make myself slightly small there. There you go. Boost your public speaking skills. Craft a unique, impactful personal brand. Overcome imposter syndrome with practical strategies. Gain insights into powerful communication techniques. Participate in challenges that push your comfort zone. I'm not saying it's going to be easy, and some people won't find it easy, but it will be something afterwards. Once you jump and grow wings on the way down, you'll notice that. Get feedback from the people in the group. It's important that everybody's there to support and learn from industry experts. Already in the group, we've got millionaires, very successful business owners, celebrities, influencers. We've even got royals in our group as we speak. So it's quite an eclectic and very successful group as we speak already. Test your knowledge. We've got quizzes, we've got discussions, debates and stuff going on, and also the chance to connect with some really VIP people. And fast track your career. What might have taken you years and years to build on, especially if you're reinventing or wondering how artificial intelligence is going to affect you, in 30 days, you'll be completely in a different position than you were before. Now, there are some rules to participating in this challenge. First of all, and these are very, very strict, and these are non-negotiable. Whatever it is that you do, engage actively, participate in the tasks, discussions, and challenges. The more you get put in is the more that you get out. Respect others. Can I make this big without things disappearing? There you go. Respect others and treat all the members in that group with respect and kindness. I will tell you now, and it's not because I'm some kind of like caveman, but if I don't have people doing this, I will ask them to leave, because I value respect and have transparency with people as much as I possibly can. I want everyone else to do that too. Also, confidentiality. Anything that happens in the group stays in the group. Now, that's harder to enforce, because if you wanted to do a screenshot, you want to say, blah, 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 this is somebody who said this, then really, all it means is that in future times, you won't be invited and people will not want to work with you. But it's not how you should do things. Also, no spamming. I've already removed people from a group who've been putting stuff there going, this is my business. We offer this, we offer that, we offer that, and we got a special deal. Stop. This group has one intention: to grow everybody. not to sell to everybody, to grow everybody. And also the stuff that you're selling looks bad and spammy. Once you've created a brand around you, people will come to you anyway. You won't have to drop your price and do special offers. They'll know. Stay committed. You can leave anytime you want, but the whole point of a challenge is make the 30 days because then you get the most out of it. If it gets uncomfortable, then that's fine. If you want to put it on mute, which I recommend to everybody you do, visit it every now and again. Otherwise, it's going to go beep, beep, beep as people comment. I don't want to mute the entire group so people can't post. I want to have it so people can comment because you can see the growth that people have. No trolling, no bullying, no disrespectful comments or behavior. Be nice to everybody. Otherwise, you'll be asked to leave immediately. It's a zero tolerance on that. Everybody has value. Everybody deep down is a good person regardless. I believe the world is full of good people. I really do. And I know the people that I've connected with in that group are fantastic as well. Active listening. When people are saying stuff, don't just go, that's wrong, or go, me, me, me. Have a think, have a listen, pay attention to what it is that they're actually talking about. Because you never know, maybe they got something that we could all learn something about. Then we've got this, focusing on your growth. That's kind of important. The end results are everything, maintaining a growth mindset. And if you haven't got one, we'll give you one. Sharing and learning as you go along, you've got insights that really matter, share them with the group. If it's something that makes you go, wow, share it because somebody else will go, I didn't think of it like that, but now I know as well. And enjoy your journey. Life is too short. I'm in my 50s now. Realistically, I've got 30 years left to play. I ain't wasting a second. I'm doing as much as I possibly can to help as many people as I can and enjoying the experience. And you need to do it as well. So last part of this is this. Things that you should do every day when you're in the group after every exercise. So every morning, Dubai time, I will post each day an exercise, a video or something that you've got to do in that day. Here's what you got to do. Reflect and ponder on how those insights relate to you. They may straight away go, oh, that's me. But equally so, they might go, well, that's not me. Well, what about your clients? What about your family? What about your friends? What about your employees? What about the people that you want to connect to? Because it helps you understand more about what other people are going through, because it is a tough life out there. Apply. I'll just disappear that bit. Apply and think of ways that these insights improve your brand, improve your speech, improve your day-to-day communications. If you're not already a speaker, it might be that you just posting on social media. It might be that you're talking to your clients, or you might be talking to your relationships. If that's what you're doing and you find that these insights make you go, here's an insight for you straight away, okay? Here's an insight that'll make a big difference anyway. It's not about what you think with any of your clients or your friends or your family or anything else. One question you have to ask is what's in it for them. If you think what's in it for them first and then you do stuff, then you'll always get them wanting to work with you and respecting you and wanting to do things more with you and recommending you because you looked after them in the first place. I hope that makes sense because that's exactly what's meant to mean. Okay, next up is this. Integrate. Blend your insights that you get each day in the group into your current strategies of what works and what doesn't work. It's not going to be a be all and fix all, but it will help you get there in little micro bits at the very least. Experiment, test the insights, see how it goes, put it in a controlled setting with every single thing. Try it with your clients, try it with your friends, try it with your family. It's up to you. See who will come back and give you real feedback that makes it useful for you to move forward. And then discuss it. Now, discuss it with peers, as in colleagues or even competitors or mentors. If you haven't got a mentor, then I am available for you. I'll talk about that more later on. But I mentor people from across the world. You probably worked that out. But sometimes the fastest way to do it is not to actually get it wrong in your learning curve. Just got somebody who's there, who's been there to say, don't do it that way. It's going to cost you a fortune. Do it this way. It's much easier. Iterate. Refine your approach. All the time, change it based on the feedback that you get from people. If it's good, keep it. If it could be better, change it. Who's counting? You? In that case, you're fine. Next up, implement it. Use them in real life situations. Try them out. If I've shared with you a really good way to interact with people and to open a conversation, then test it. See how it works. See if there's a better way of doing it that fits your personality and your character. Learn, observe, and gain lots of knowledge as you go along. It's going to be a bombardment of stuff, and some of it you're going to go, wow, that's a lot of stuff you're sharing here, Dave. You're right, it is. Just take out of it what you need, and the rest of it, that's fine. Now, the reason I say to join the group so early is when you go on WhatsApp, one of the things that happens is you can't scroll back up to see what you've missed. So if you join on day 15, you go, oh, that thing's still going, I'll join. All the things that we've done to date will have gone completely. You won't be able to scroll up, and I'm not going to share them again. You say, Dave, can you tell? No, don't. I've told you now. Join now before we start. We start tomorrow, by the way, and today's Sunday, April the 30th. As we speak in Dubai, it's 12:30. I don't know where you are in the world, but it's good to have you joining anyway. Okay, going back to the things that we're talking about here, things to do after each exercise. Grow. Use the insights to advance your own business, your speaking, your branding, and lastly, seek help. Now, when I say seek help, if you really want to grow, as I mentioned before, fast track. I've been doing this for a very long time. I have a number of programs that are set up depending on who you are to help you get to the next level. Whether it's a one-off thing, you just want to boost and accelerate your branding, or whether you want to join a community around the world like the Game Changers, who are working really hard to get you and each other. In fact, last night we were doing a coaching session and people joined us from America, from Australia, from the UK, and from the UAE, and from India, all sharing their insights and telling me all the stuff we've done because we've been going for a year working together. You might want to just work in a group, in which case a more intensive group about growing and positioning you as an industry icon rather than a game changer. The Industry Icon Initiative has just started. There's details of it which I will share within the group. If you want to know directly, message me or go to speakonstage.com. That's the Industry Icon Initiative. And tomorrow night we have our first Q&A session. I'm very excited for that. And of course, some people might say, I don't want to play with other people. I want to work with you directly. That's fine. I also do the Industry Icon one-to-one mentoring. So let's do it. This is what it's all about. It's about getting you to a really high level. Once again, this is the QR code. If you can, and it's on your screen, then just touch on it and it should take you directly to the WhatsApp to be able to register, to be able to join us. If you want to take a screenshot and then have a look at it on your phone and click on it, then you can do that too. It's just a WhatsApp group at this moment in time. As we're there, I counted before we went live about 125 people joined in the last 2 days. So I'm expecting to be 150, maybe 200 people by the time that we finish recruiting. And then depending on how the numbers go, I will probably close the door and stop people joining in case we don't get enough chance to look after the people who came there first. But for right now, you can still join today for the next less than 24 hours, about 18 hours. You can still join and be part of this group. If you've got comments and questions, feel free to ask them here on LinkedIn. I'm looking and I'm seeing just some great comments from people, which is fantastic. And I really appreciate that. If you want to comment after I stop going live, then I will go back through and reply to everybody and every question you've got. But the real thing you've got to do is literally just get into the group. Just click the QR code or type it in bit.ly /Turbo Career Challenge. That's a special short link for you to be able to go there because the WhatsApp link is really long and really complex and I really couldn't be able to type it all out. So there we are, comments and questions as always. I want to say thank you for spending your time with me. It's been an utter pleasure. I can't wait to get started with our group. It's your last chance to join because I don't plan to do this again for quite some time. And everybody who does join us will get at least one insight, I promise you, that will change your life. And if you hadn't, and then you can leave if you're happy, you've got enough of it. I don't mind as long as I've got you a little bit closer to where you want to be. And if you want to book a session with me directly for 15 minutes to say, Dave, blah, can you help me with this? When you're in the group, I'll share with you a link for my Calendly and you get a chance to book that chance to sit with me and we'll go through your stuff. I'll give you some tips and insights instantly for free, complimentary, just to be able to help you to get on your way. And if from there you feel you want to do more with me, then we'll look at our programs that exist. So with that, it's been an honor having you there. It's been an honor having you here. I look forward to spending more time with you in the future. My name is Dave Crane. Welcome to our group. We are here to help you. We are the Turbocharge Your Career 30-Day Challenge, and the gang is all waiting to say hi. Talk to you soon.